Welcome back to another episode of Silent Pals Go to the Movies. Today I'll be reviewing the movie Five Nights at Freddy's. So just a fair warning, there's going to be spoilers up ahead, so you've been warned. A troubled security guard begins working at Freddy's Fazbear Pizza during his first night on the job. He realizes that the night shift won't be so easy to get through. Pretty soon he will unveil what actually happened at Freddy's. So let's begin with my first pro. I was so glad to see MatPat in the film. Even if it was for a small cameo, he did drop his famous "It's only a theory" line. MatPat is the unofficial YouTuber authority voted by fans on anything Five Nights at Freddy's lore related, or as we like to call it for short, FNAF. He has so many videos on this subject, not just only on the game lore, but books or anything that has to do with FNAF. Real fans of the game or books will surely recognize MatPat in the film. Next pro is the puppets, and of course they look really good, and I have to think that it's due to Jim Henson's Creature Shop for making them. They did a good job basing them off the actual game, that when you see them move, you will forget that in some shots it's a crew of 20 plus people puppeteering them, and other times it's just a person putting on the suit while the crew moves the eyes, mouth, and other features. I do believe that the puppets along with the set design was the best part of the movie in my own personal opinion. Next pro, playing off the puppets. I have to add that recognizing all the Easter eggs from the games and books was a thrill for fans who knew what they were looking for. From the Balloon Boy figure to the Ella suit in the storage room, which Abby was going to be placed inside of. Heck, even the opening logos, Universal and Blumhouse, the sound that played above them, the static sound, it's the same from the CCTV monitors from the FNAF first game. Also, the "It's Me" written on the mirror, which is an Easter egg from the lore. It's from the crying child of one of William Afton's dead son, whose spirit now possesses the Golden Freddy suit, and he is known to write "It's Me" on the walls during the first game where you play as the guard, also William Afton's older son and the crying child's older brother. You two are technically related in the first game, but you actually don't know this. But this really doesn't fit in this movie due to the script, so it's an Easter egg for the fans who really know the lore. Next pro is the targeted audience who will enjoy this film. The age range is between 6 and 12, who will not find anything wrong with the film as long as they see Freddy, Bonnie, or Chica, or Foxy on the big screen. Blumhouse knew this, and that means the parents will also have to attend to take the kids, so it's a win-win for Blumhouse, I guess. Now moving on to my cons. Like I was talking about the fans and their age, the ones that grew up with the FNAF series, games and books, ages now 14 to 20 plus, will not be happy that after 8 years of waiting for this film to be made, this is what they delivered. I mean, there are puppets that are based on the game, but the story falls short. Instead of this being called FNAF, I would actually have called it, quote, the vivid dreaming security guard looking for clues of his lost brother in his dreams. Oh, and the killer animatronics as well, I guess, end quote. Because they seem to have forgotten the main point that fans wanted to see in this film, which was the night stalking by the puppets and the lore behind the dead kids who reside inside the puppets. Each of them having their own story, but instead we get the dream walking guard who can't even hold a job. Next con, I guess it would have to be the script. Like I said, we get a dream sequence and some hints of the lore, which then gets left in the back burner. This film should have stuck to the actual lore and had Mike uncover the dead kid's story by having Abby being kidnapped early on in the film, and he has to unravel the mystery by uncovering the lore just like fans do in the game by playing the extra hidden levels and such. You can still include the dream technique in the film by him going back every night to his job and dreaming of each of the kids' death. By being inside the dream, he is just a bystander watching William in the golden Bonnie suit killing them one by one, and finally unmasking him, and then discovering that he knows him as his career counselor in real life, thus finding clues to go save Abby before being placed in the baby suit by William. Next con, Abby playing with the animatronics. Okay, that scene was fine because I guess they are kids and they really want to interact with other living children, but Mike sees this and I guess he says, okay, end of shift, I will just act like I didn't see any of these puppets move or find out that they are being controlled by dead kids, or think too much into this because they don't pay me enough to do it on my free time. It was just weird for him to just leave and not speak about it or even be a little freaked out, but then when he asks Abby for help by asking the dead kids for help, it's like normal to him. He just seemed to be more focused on his missing brother than his present issues, which are losing custody of Abby, his lack of keeping a job, and I would go as far as say lack of fundamental understanding of anything remotely around him. So my final grade for this movie is going to be a 4 out of 10. Only things that are from FNAF are the puppets, thanks to Jim Henson's Creature Shop for that, and some weak links from certain characters to lore characters, such as the cop Vanessa, which you might know because of MatPat in his videos. We also had MatPat, but it's a damn shame they didn't use him as a reference because the guy is a FNAF historian. I mean, just check out his YouTube channel and all his videos on FNAF timeline explanations, theories, and much more. For this being Blumhouse's first ever video game movie, it doesn't surprise me that they dropped the ball. But hey, there will be more sequels or prequels coming soon, and I just wonder how will they mess those up too. We know that there will be more FNAF movies because Matthew Lillard signed a 3-picture deal with Blumhouse. So sequels or prequels, they will be coming inevitably. So that does it for this review of Five Nights at Freddy's. Please join us next time where we're going to review The Marvels.
Carol Danvers, prodigal child of the Milky Way.
Nick Fury, my favorite one-eyed man of intrigue.
Please like, comment, and subscribe. You can find our social media links below. And like always, keep watching movies.